Alongside Steve Jolley, I'm Bobby Rhine. Going to be your commentators this season for FC Dallas in Major League Soccer in the 15th season of Major League Soccer. What are your thoughts going into this season, Steve?
It's an exciting time. It's an exciting time to be an FC Dallas fan with trying to renew the competitiveness, I guess is the best way of saying it, after missing the playoffs. But also, it's a great summer for soccer. I mean, they got the World Cup coming up, Red Bull Arena, which I think is probably the best arena, if not in this hemisphere. One of the best in the world, a new franchise in Philadelphia. I mean, there's a lot of things on the soccer scene that we can talk about throughout the course of the year.
Yeah, there really are, and it's such a big year, like Steve said, for a summer of soccer. And really here for FC Dallas, they had a hot streak at the end of 2009 and have a lot of expectation going into this season. What are you expecting from this group going forward?
Well, I think the first thing you have to address is, you had Jeff Cunningham, who was the be-all, end-all, I guess, at the end of the season. He was the superhero, and so you hope that he continues. Who's going to fill in the slot during the course of a 30-32 game season when he's not scoring goals, I guess, is the big question. And Schellas, the coach, has a lot of responsibility. They say pressure is a privilege. Well, he's got a lot of pressure now. He's been here for a couple years, and he's going to make some acquisitions throughout the course of the year and hopefully make this team better. He already made some acquisitions last year, which I think he made his team better. Some former teammates of mine, Daniel Hernandez, who I thought did an exceptional job, and now recently with Kevin Hartman, who's going to be able to push Dario Sala, which is really important, as you're well aware. We've got to make sure that you get plenty of people on that roster that push other players.
That's right, and certainly one of the themes for Coach Schellas Hyndman has been with this team is creating that competition. You and I got to compete as former teammates here when we were FC Dallas, and tell us a little bit about what you've been doing since your retirement and what brings you back to the Dallas area and what your role will be going forward with the organization.
Yeah, well, I've seen and done a lot, I guess is the best way of saying. After I left, left is a good way of saying it. After I was traded to New York, I spent a year there and then retired and was fortunate enough to work on Wall Street for a couple years while my wife was in grad school. Then left there at a good time in February of '08 before everything happened with the economy and represented the league at the league capacity, selling corporate sponsorship nationally. Recently came to Dallas and to SMU, Southern Methodist University, to run their corporate sponsorship program, which is really exciting. Getting my MBA, and then right now, of course, is getting more actively involved with FC Dallas at the TV. My thing is, and I tend to have a philosophy with color commentators. I think nothing is more important than what's on the field. That's the end all, and that's what we have to remember. If you and I can bring in 23 years of playing MLS experience, league office experience, front office experience into our broadcast, I think the viewer is only going to benefit from that.
And I think the focus that you'll see from Steve and I about this season going forward is giving our experience in professional soccer here in Major League Soccer, some 20-plus years. We'll really put a focus only on the game and what the game is providing to you, the spectators, and we ultimately look for your input going forward. But really, I think I'm looking forward to working with you, Steve, and I think our fans will as well.
No, I mean, I'm happy to be teammates again, I guess is the best way of saying it, but we're going to have a fun time. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to hopefully, like I said, be insightful, offer some guidance in terms of what, is going on, not only on the field, but maybe what's going on in the player's head, which sometimes is more important than anything else, especially during the course of the season. So, I think we're going to be insightful. I think we're going to offer a lot of, details to a game that most people aren't used to during the course of a telecast. And, but in saying that, we're going to have some fun as well.
Yeah. So I think at the end of it all, you're going to see a different type of broadcast team here for FC Dallas in 2010. And for Steve Jolley, I'm Bobby Rhine. We're really looking forward to having you join us this season going forward. Have a good one.